Hey guys, Jarek here, and today we're going to be looking at the accuracy of the HFC T77. Now the HFC T77 uses the same system as the original KWA and KSC Mach 11, so I already kind of know what to expect out of this. However, it does have a longer barrel, so you never know. When I chronoed this gun, I was very happy with the results. It fired at 380 feet per second and around 1400 rounds a minute. Now I did this chrono on a 40-degree, cold, wet, humid day, definitely not ideal for this gun. So on a warmer day, be expecting the rate of fire to jump even more, possibly to around 1500 rounds a minute. This gun fires at about 25 rounds per second. 2 seconds and your 50 round magazine is gone. In terms of rate of fire, this is the third fastest gun I have chronoed. Second place goes to KWA's NS2 Mach 11 firing at 1700 rounds a minute, and first place goes to Wells G55, which is a clone of Maruzen's MP5K, and that fires at 2000 rounds a minute, so it's almost not even fair to compare the two. Either way, this gun has a very high rate of fire, so expect it to dominate in CQB. Now it does shoot a little bit too hot for CQB, but it uses KWA's design, so it should be very easy to solve that issue. Now with that rate of fire, we already know that this gun's going to be a complete beast in CQB, so I immediately took it back to 100 feet to shoot at a headshot target. Now I was using .2s for this test, and I can tell you you're going to want to use something a little bit heavier, because as you can see, the BBs had a tendency to go in a random direction. Even with that happening, this gun is still very accurate and can easily hit its target on semi and full auto at 100 feet away. When I step back to 150 feet away, I change my BBs to .28s, which are going to be absolutely perfect with this gun. When shooting at a human-sized target on semi-automatic, it was very consistent and hit the same spot practically every time. When shooting on full auto, there was a little bit of a spray and pray factor, but nowhere near as bad as the original Mach 11s. When I switched over to the headshot target at 150 feet away, the first thing I noticed is that the hop-up unit is not dialed in. You can adjust it, but for this test it was tuned upward a little bit. Even so, it was still consistently hitting the same spot practically every shot, and you can hit a headshot target at 150 feet away on semi-automatic. Now when I switched to full auto, it started to spray a little bit more, and I would say that at 150 feet away that is the cutoff limit for this gun, but still, based off the Mach 11 design at 150 feet, that's pretty good accuracy. So where does that leave us with this gun? Well, I came into this expecting this gun to be a CQB only gun, and I left finding out that it is a very viable option to take into woodland. It definitely shoots hard enough, and it has the accuracy to rival an AEG. With that said, you're definitely going to have to load up with some extra magazines, because when you run out of ammo in under 2 seconds, you'll be reloading a lot. So here's where I stand. If you're looking for a good CQB gun, this is definitely in your top 10 range. If you really like gas blowbacks and want to take this out in the woodland, you can think about it, but it's probably going to be a little bit smarter to grab an AEG. With that said, it can compete, and that's really what I came here to figure out. That about sums up my accuracy test. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, Jarek here, and I'm going to be playing through a Half-Life 1 mod called Point of View, and this mod is a little bit different and very interesting because you're not playing as a human in this mod, you're playing as a Vortigaunt. Alright, I don't think this is going to stick around for long though. I think it's going to melt by tomorrow because the snow is already starting to melt.